Hi, it's Victoria, and I want to give you some advice on being a singer. Now, I'm not a professional by any definition or meaning of the word, but I've done well. I was considered by Britain's Got Talent this year, but they never got back to me. Didn't give me a yes or a no, just left me waiting. So basically, when the 2023 auditions come round, I'm not auditioning for them. I've already chosen The Voice. I've sent in my application. Now, an important part of being a singer is you don't want to get stuck into crime or anything like that, okay? So that's rule one. Rule two, most importantly, something I don't do, which I probably will start doing, is vocal warm-ups so you don't strain your voice. Number three, if you get laryngitis and it makes your voice worse, do not sing. If you have to take a month off singing, take a month off singing. You don't want to lose your voice forever. Rule four, if you're determined to be a singer, never give up. Just keep going, however hard it may seem, you will improve. Rule five, this is an optional rule. You can be a self-taught singer or you can get a singing teacher. Now, I haven't really had a singing teacher. They're not exactly cheap, and I wasn't born with a silver spoon. And for those who can afford it, probably go for the option of having a singing teacher. It's always a better option. But stay away from drugs, smoking and alcohol. Smoking, if you want to reach high notes, smoking, becoming a heavy smoker will destroy your chances, if you do it long term, of becoming a high singer, a soprano like me. Now, if you ask me what key I sing in, not a clue, mate. All I can say is that I sing in tune, I hope, and high, low, and sometimes in the middle. Since I'm self-taught, I know nothing about keys in my songs. I just sing them the way they're supposed to be the way they're supposed to sound, and throw a little bit myself in. Rule 6 or whatever rule we're on now. Auditions. Whatever auditions you can get, have them. Take them. Go for them. You can't sit around and wait for your dreams to happen. That's not how they work. You want to be a singer, you've got to audition for any talent show you're lucky enough to get into. It doesn't have to be a TV show. It doesn't have to be Britain's Got Talent. It doesn't have to be The Voice. You can start off small like I did. I auditioned for Welsh Factor and I had the only standing ovation in the semi-final, but I didn't make it to the final. But I wasn't disappointed. To make it that far, and I'd only started singing seriously at 13 years old, and to make it to the final of my very first talent competition, I'd say that's a good achievement, and I took it as a learning experience. Now, I've made it to the second part of The Voice twice, to like Room B or Zoom auditions, and I kind of just got nervous and I didn't show off my full vocal range. That is where I went wrong. That was the third time, actually. I've been considered twice, but it was once. There's no shame in admitting when you were never looked at. There was one time where I wasn't even looked at, but twice they've considered me. Now 4 is my lucky number. Now this would be my 4th time going for The Voice, and I've applied for 2023. Now I'm going to be pulling out all the stops, and I'm going to throw the best that I can out there. Start exercising my voice. Vocal warm-ups, I've forgotten the ones I learned in college, but I'll search YouTube for vocal warm-ups so my voice won't get strained so easily. And I'll start practicing when I preach. I'm telling you guys to warm up your voices. It's always a good idea before you sing, so your voice is used to it. And it's like riding a bike. If you stop riding a bike for a while, your legs are going to ache when you start riding again. It's the same with the voice. If you can't play an instrument with your voice is your instrument. Now, you're meant to use your diaphragm, which is somewhere here in your stomach. Now, I've never known how to do that. I was sort of taught in college how to use it, but I never could. And head voice, I can't do that either. So whatever notes you see are just what I've taught myself, because everything I tried to learn, I never really picked up. But self-teaching is where I learn best. So if you want to be a singer and you get an audition and you're told no, don't be disappointed. Just take it as a learning experience to how to better yourself as a person and how to improve vocally. Now, if you turn down one year, another year will always come about. And you don't have to be successful on TV to make it as a singer. You've just got to be dedicated and never give up. That's what I've done for 13 years. And if you're wondering how I can reach some of these notes, or if I'm good or if I'm bad, whatever you think, if you think I'm good and how I got this good, honestly, dedication and hard work. Everything I went through, every difficult thing I went through, the one thing I never did was stop singing. I kept on going no matter what. Now, if it's your dream, the only time hope is dead is when you give up. Your dreams won't come to you. You have got to go out there and grab those auditions. You've got to apply, read the terms and conditions. The terms and conditions are always the boring bit, but they are always worth reading because they are the legal parts you need to know. Nobody really likes reading terms and conditions, but you have to read them because you never know where you could get caught legally in a loophole. If you apply for a TV show, if you've just agreed to the terms and conditions, like I do when I update my iPhone, not a big deal, but when you apply for a TV show, trust me, you want to read those terms and conditions. They are very important. Even the privacy notices, your rights, everything, you need to read those if you're going for a TV audition. But if not, then whatever competition you do go for, still read the terms and conditions because you don't want to get stuck in a loophole and thrown out because you've done something wrong. Trust me. Any audition you have, you are lucky to get. And when you succeed in, however far you go, and then if you go so far and you don't make it any further, the next year you can make it even further. So basically, just keep going. How many times you get turned down, just keep on singing until your next audition comes. Until the next audition you're lucky enough to get comes along. Then there'll be a day where you don't get turned down because you've become so good. There's no way they can turn you down. Now, I don't care if it takes me 40 years to make it. I'm going to be singing for the rest of my life if I can. If I'm not dead before then, but we can all die at any moment. That's why we have to live for today and for the future and not in the past. But we should reflect on past experiences and learning experiences on how to be better the next time we go for our next audition. And basically, if you can mince the rest of the competition, I know, everyone deserves a chance. But if you want your chance, you've got to stand out. You've got to show that you are powerful, that you can sing high, low, in the middle, and basically just about anything if you want a chance. It's just the reality of the music industry. And as for acting, I'm trying to get myself into that too. But you need an agent. I've got my eyes on an agency for acting. But getting through to them on the phone is a little difficult, I gotta say. But I will keep trying to get into them. But for now, with the terms and conditions, with the voice, I don't know if I'm allowed to be in an agency, an acting agency, because they said they've got an agency or something when I read the terms and conditions, which is why I've put my finding an agency for acting on hold, because at the moment my singing means more to me. So that is very important. You don't want to break the terms and conditions because you'll get thrown out before you even started. And if I have the slightest chance to make it to the blind auditions, I am not going to break any of the terms and conditions. If I can get myself into an acting agency, I better ask them first, because I've already made it to the second part twice. With how much more powerful my vocals have become now and how much I can show them, hopefully, my nerves don't get the better of me on the day. And if I get through to that bit, yeah. If I get through, I don't need a shaky voice. A shaky voice will be a nightmare. You've got to try and keep yourself composed. However scary it is, you've still got to do your best. And that's what I aim to do. And I've chosen not to audition by video, but with the voice applications for The Voice UK, you've got to send in a video application anyway. So I did. And it's a mess, but what did I give them that most people don't? Variety. A bunch of different songs, a bit of rap. Yeah, it's all over the place, but I still give them a hell of a bunch of notes and a chance to not turn me down. But if I get turned down, well, 2024 is always an option. I mean, there's talent shows that will come about that don't have to be TV. You never know that where these talent spotters will look for the best person and take them from the competition and make their dreams come true. So whatever talent show you end up in, whether it's not TV or not, remember there could be a Britain's Got Talent scout there. There was in my first competition. And they didn't take me, but they lost, I guess. But in every talent show you go to, there's a chance a talent scout will be watching where you can't see them. So the important thing is to put on the best performance you can, as if it's the only performance you are going to have, your first and your last performance. That way, you're not letting yourself down, and you're doing your best regardless of what happens. And if you don't progress further in the competition, hey, you might be able to sing on BBC Radio or something like that, or you might even get a record deal because a talent scout has spotted you. So there's all these opportunities waiting for you in talent competitions. Just because it's not a TV show, it does not mean you will not be spotted. Brilliant, yeah? So, work hard, keep your dreams alive, never give up. If you're a dancer, be a dancer. If you're a singer, be a singer. If you want to get into the Olympics, work hard at being an athlete. If you want to be a teacher, go to uni, get your qualifications. It's basically the same for everyone in every profession or dream. You've got to work hard at what you want to be, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. And I will be working on a note called whistle tone. I can reach opera notes, I can reach high notes, but the one note I cannot reach is whistle tone. So I'm sure there is a YouTube video somewhere that can teach me how to sing whistle tone. It's like shouting, but it's not. Whistle tone is like the ultimate high note. And if I can reach that, I'll be very proud of myself. I could reach that note within a month. I could reach that note within 6 months. I could reach that note within a year, or maybe even 4 years. Let's just say whistle tone isn't a walk in the park, and I intend to take it seriously. Whistle tone is impressive, but whistle tone with vibrato is even more impressive. Now, this is the difference between a regular note and vibrato. Watch. La. That's just a note. This is a note with vibrato. La. See the difference? Now, the highest note I can reach, I think, is of Ness and Dorma, but I'm going to throw in a high note to show I can do it. I hope my vocals are up to it, because I'm going to throw in the highest note of Demi Lovato's Stone Cold, and that word is her. If happy as her, I'm happy for you. So like they say, practice does make perfect, but I should have warmed up my voice before attempting that, like with vocal warm-ups. But I'm taking the day off, but I'm going to upload this video and send it to my YouTube, so you know how to be a singer and your best chances. So I've been considered twice. Now, you don't have to take my advice. Nobody's forcing you to. I'm just trying to help. And why not? If I want to make my dreams come true, why not help others achieve their dreams? I've worked hard for 13 years with self-taught singing, but the one thing I haven't been doing is vocal warm-ups, yeah, and I'm going to start for the sake of my voice. If I'm singing high notes like that, I need to be warming up my voice before I sing, or it will get strained and it could be out of action for a week, and I don't want to take a month off like I did before. So yeah, I hope this helps, and cheerio, or adios, bye, ciao, sayonara, or sayonara, I don't know. See you later, guys, and thank you for watching. Bye.